Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Huawei Honor Magic 2. Now you can pick this up on Amazon. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price ranges between $700 and $850 depending on which version you get. Now this particular one right here is 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage. So the price, $800. Now the phone comes in 3 different colors. You got black, blue, and red. All right, so let's go through the specs real quick. For the display, you got a 6.39-inch AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2340. Now that's 403 for the PPI Patrol. For the processor, you got the high silicon Kerwin 980 with the Mali G76 MP10 GPU. What does that mean? Top of the line specs. Now I got 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, or you could get 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage or 256 gigs worth of storage. Now if you get the big boy, that's going to run you $850. The phone comes with Android 9 VIP, fresh out of the box, with the Magic UI 2.0 skin on top. Now that's basically an updated version of the EMUI 9.0. For the cameras, on the rear, you got a triple camera setup. So you got a 16 megapixel RGB lens, a 24 megapixel monochrome lens, and a 16 megapixel ultra wide lens. On the front, you got a triple camera setup. So you got a 16 megapixel AI, that's f2.0, and you also got two 2 megapixel depth sensors. For the battery, you got a non-removable 3,500 milliamp battery that features supercharge. All right, so that's a 40 watt, 10 volt, 4 amp charger. Honor claims you could get 50% worth of charge in 15 minutes. Now, if you charge it for 30 minutes, 85% charge. So that makes this the shit shower and shave phone. Now, you also got a few key features. You got the slide feature, so there's no notch on deck. I'll show you how that works. You got 3D face unlock. You got your in-screen fingerprint sensor, and one of my favorite features, thought protection. All right, so let's check this one out. Shout out to White Shoes, back in the building. White Shoes, calm down. All right, here we go. First things first, this is a GSM only phone. So if you got AT&T or T-Mobile, you're good to go. If you got Sprint or Verizon, you assed out. Nice blue box. Let me grab a little unboxing knife. Got the Spider-Man on deck. Rah. Here we go. Honor Magic 2. Okay, so let's see what you get inside. Now, I went with the red color, of course. This is the international version. Let's see what it looks like. Woo! All right, hold on a second. Let me peel this sticker off. Rah. One more sticker on the back. Going through the sticker struggles. Rah. Let's get a little wipe down. Look at this. All right, my bad shoes. My bad shoes. I scared shoes away. I scared shoes away. Look at this. Now, this is red, but it kind of looks purple and pink. Crazy. Check this out. Triple camera setup on the rear. Little Honor branding. AI vision. On the front, no notch because you got the slide. Now, this is my first time using this, so let's see how this feels. Okay, just slide it down. Honestly, I thought I was going to be a little bit more excited about this, but all right, let's go into it with an open mind, though. We'll see. All right, let's see what else you get in the box. There's your SIM ejection tool. Okay, let's open this up. Now, you get a case. You're going to need a case with this phone because it's super shiny. Nice matte case. Little company branding, Honor AI camera. Simple. Okay, I am Honor. All right, usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. Now, here's your fast charging brick. All right, Apple, pay attention. Fast charging brick in the box. That's where it belongs. Let's see what else you get. Now, this is going to be your USB Type-C charging cable. Simple. And there's no headphone jack, so you got your USB dongle. All right, that's pretty much it. Now, look, I just touched this phone for a couple of seconds. Already got mad fingerprints. Let's hit that power button. See if we got any juice. All right, you got volume up and down. There's your power. Okay, I see where they're going with this. You know, I'd rather have the slide feature than having a big, ugly notch on the top. But I thought it was going to be more of a satisfying click. Okay, it does make a sound. Look closely. 3 cameras on the top. Now let's see, can I shake this? All right, so it's not going to slide open too easy. One thing I will say, beautiful all-screen display. I don't know. See, let me tell you why I'm a little bit spoiled. Here's my Oppo Find X. Now, when I want to open this phone, watch the top. You see that slide on the top? That's satisfying. All right? That gives you that James Bond kind of feel. When you slide it open like that, and you hear that sound, I'll do it one time by the mic. Listen to that sound. You hear that? That's a very satisfying feeling. With this one, it's kind of like the old school. Even though I like that little sound, hopefully you could change the sound, maybe get some computerized sound. It is what it is. Just for fun, here's a P20 Pro. All right, so basically the same design as a P20 Pro. Here's a Mate 20 Pro. Now, 3 cameras on the back. Personally, I think I like the square look with the cameras as opposed to 3 in a line. That just looks OD. But you see the color schemes, though? Shout out to Huawei. They're doing it big with these color schemes. I like that. Let's get a little wipe down for that dramatic effect one more time. I got to remember it slides. Yeah, this is kind of tough right here. This is kind of tough. Now, even though the color name is red, check this out. Here's a red OnePlus. You can see for yourself. It's more of a pinkish red or a purplish red. Depends which angle the light hits it. It gets a little bit more red. But it's not that red. It's a different kind of red. Here's the Nex S. Same thing. Not that reddish red. Again, here's the Nex S. Another phone, all screen. Check this out. Let me just open this up. Look at the camera. Watch when I switch to the front. You see that camera? That allows you to get all screen, no notch. But again, mechanical, and this one, you're going to have to slide it manually. Now, that could be a good thing. This way you don't have one less thing to worry about. Your mechanical slide stops working. But honestly, I really don't know how I feel about this. I thought it was going to be a lot more fun. I don't know. All right, what I'm going to do is I'll pause the video. I'll drop all my information in. I'll take it outside. We'll do some test shots. Then we'll breeze through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I just put my information in the phone. I've been using it for about an hour. I took it outside, put it through the street test, and I'm ready to let y'all know what I think. So far, fresh out of the box, on a scale of 1 to 10, this phone is alright. It's nothing spectacular. I'm not blown away. It's kind of gimmicky. It's alright. What do I mean by that? Imagine if Frosted Flakes is your favorite cereal, and then you buy the bootleg ones, Frosted Flakes of corn. Yeah, they taste similar, and if somebody asks you, how do those bootleg Frosted Flakes taste? You're going to say, they alright. That's the same way I feel about this phone. Huawei makes some of my favorite phones, but this one, this ain't it. Now, just like any other phone that I review, there's always going to be some things that I don't like, so let's talk about those first. Number 1, the price. Now, depending on where you buy this from, you're going to have a different price. The cheapest I seen it online was from geekbuying.com. They wanted $630. Now, if you go to eBay, they want $750, Amazon, $700, $800, and better. Me, personally, I don't buy phones from any website that don't have an ironclad guarantee, so that's why I usually buy them on Amazon, and I pay a couple of extra dollars more. For $800, the price is too goddamn high. All right, Honor, I need y'all to calm down. Now, if you could buy this for $630, that's a go, because this phone is right in the same category as a OnePlus 6T. All right, they are not flagship phones. Now, I know y'all OnePlus 6T lovers going to be mad, but let's just keep it 100. The OnePlus 6T is not a flagship phone. No Quad HD display. It's not water resistant. No dual speakers. No wireless charge. Doesn't have the best camera on the market. It's cool. All right, it performs like a flagship, but pound for pound, it's not a flagship phone, and neither is this. So if you could get this for $630, go for it. But 1 penny, and I'm not even joking, 1 penny more than $630, get yourself a OnePlus 6T or get a P20 Pro. Or if you're going to spend $800, get a Galaxy S9 Plus and keep it pushing. Next, the phone is GSM only. Now, that's not a big deal. Most of these international phones are. But if you got Sprint or Verizon, like me, you're not going to like that. All right, it's time for these companies to start making some CDMA phones. Let everybody live. Next, the phone is not waterproof. All right, no IP rating, so they don't even let you know if it's splash proof or not. In this day and age, it doesn't make any sense buying a cell phone for $800, even $500. Anytime you spend more than $500 for a cell phone, it should have an IP rating. No IP rating on this. I'm not feeling that at all. Next, no Quad HD display. Now again, if I paid mid-range prices, I wouldn't be mad, but for $800, I could get a Galaxy S9 Plus right now with a Quad HD display. Now, if you use a lot of phones with AMOLED panels, you'll notice the difference between Quad HD and Full HD. It's a big difference. Next, no headphone jack. That shit is whack. Hashtag bars. Next, no IR blaster. Now, usually I don't even talk about that in this day and age because most phones don't have them anymore. But when it comes to Huawei and Honor phones, that's one of the last companies that still have IR blasters. You see on the P20 Pro, IR blaster on deck. That's it right there. Why remove that? Why remove that? That's part of the fun of buying buying an Honor or a Huawei phone, IR blaster. All right, so they got rid of the IR blaster. I'm not feeling that at all. Next, no expandable memory. Now, this phone comes with 128 gigs all the way up to 256. But again, for $800, I need expandable memory. You got a Galaxy S9 Plus, same price with expandable memory. Next, now these last two right here, these are my two biggest gripes with this phone. Number one, no wireless charge. You got a glass back phone with no wireless charge in 2018. That's an epic fail, especially at that price range. And lastly, no dual speakers. That would be my biggest gripe with this phone. No dual speakers. Now, I'm spoiled. I've been using iPhones. I've been using the Google Pixel. Been using the Galaxies. Been using the Mate 20 Pro. Once you get a phone that has dual speakers, you are not, I repeat, you are not going to want to go back to a single firing speaker phone. Trust me. And the thing that kills me with this phone, if you look at the top, you see how big that speaker grill is? Why not just drop a speaker right in there? Give me some stereo sound. Not feeling that at all. Now, this is just my initial review. Some of this stuff might change in the future, but so far, though, everything that I just named, it ain't going to change. All right? I'm not going to all of a sudden start liking a single firing speaker as opposed to dual speakers. That's not going to change. Now, let's get into everything that I do like, and we'll actually take a look at the phone. First things first, the build quality. All right, let me wipe this down for that dramatic effect. Y'all need to see this. The build quality on this is amazing. Now, anybody that knows, if you watch my channel, you know the P20 Pro, this is one of my favorite built phones. Remember, I said this is my favorite built Android phone. My favorite built phone out of all the phones I got right now is the iPhone XS Max, because you have that metal aluminum kind of feel to the side, glass back, and they didn't try to make it the lightest phone in the world. All right, they kept it a little bit heavy to give you that premium feel. Same thing with this one. They're not going for lightness. You want to have, sometimes, this is subjective. This is just my opinion. But me, when I'm buying a phone for $800, I don't want it to feel like a piece of paper. I want it to have a little bit of weight. And this one feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. The color tone on the back, you see that gradient pattern? That's real sexy. All right, now, I wasn't really sold on this red color at first because it kind of looks purple, but you got to have to walk around with this in your hand. When there's different angles of light hit it, it goes from like a pinkish color to a purplish color. To the side, it turns a little bit red. I'm just feeling it. Only problem is, as you can see for yourself, you're going to need a microfiber cleaning cloth because this is an ultimate fingerprint magnet. A couple of touches here and there, and the back is going to look like trash. They gave you a case that comes with it. Here's what the case looks like. Now, you use the case. Yeah, no more fingerprints, but that's the end of that beautiful design. The slide feature still works with the case. All right, so build quality on this, A1. Now, Android 9 VIP, so you got your always on display. Not the most functional in the world. But you got the time, the date, and your battery percentage. If you look closely, there's your on-screen fingerprint sensor. Now, this on-screen fingerprint sensor, it does work, but out of all of the phones, let me make sure I didn't put in too many incorrect passwords. Let's try to do this correctly. It does work, but out of all of the on-screen fingerprint sensors that I have, this one is the least responsive. All right, there it is. Check this out. Now, I could do it every time if I'm holding the phone like this, but that defeats the purpose. You're not supposed to take the phone out of your pocket, then you got to place it like this, and you got to aim. If you got to aim and you got to start looking at it, that kills the point. You want to just take it out of your pocket, and you want to just go like this and let it pop right open. Now, it does work. You see it worked just now, but sometimes it's unresponsive. Like I said, I got a bunch of phones now with on-screen fingerprint sensors. This is the worst one yet. All right, this is the worst one yet. But luckily for this, there's other ways you can open up the phone. You got face unlock. So you slide down, there's your face unlock. So we'll leave the top slid down just so you can see how fast this face unlock works. You see? Now I'm looking right at it. If you get a direct line of vision, it's literally no lock screen, just pops right open. I like that. Now check this out. When you use the slide feature to use face unlock, it's only one motion. So you pull the phone out of your pocket, slide it down, and it opens right up. I like that. So at least you don't have to slide it down, then swipe your thumb. No. All you got to do is slide it down while you're looking at it, and it opens right up. And if you leave it open, pick up your phone, and it just pops right open. All right, so you had your phone on the table. You want to check your DMs? Take it right over to Instagram. All right, so the face unlock is not the most secure in the world, but at least it's fast, and it's so fast that you don't have to use this bullshit on-screen fingerprint sensor, because you're going to get tired of the one time that it doesn't work, that kills the whole. Look, put it like this. If it works 100 times straight, yeah, that's fine. But the one time that it doesn't work, now that goes for all of my phones, even on my Mate 20 Pro. The one time that you go like this and it doesn't recognize, and then you see you have to go like this, then you have to try it again, that's so annoying. That's the most frustrating thing. So at least you got a little redundancy. Now you got your face unlocked. Keep it pushing. All right, and you can also swipe up and you can put your pattern in. Next, as far as the display is beautiful. It's not Quad HD, but it's beautiful. Let's take it over to YouTube. Check out the display. Now, no notch. All right, that's nacho cheese. Shout out to the nacho cheese squad. No notch on this one. All right, I like that. Take a look at the display and the speakers. This is how you want to watch YouTube videos, though. No bezels.
You know Jay-Z tried to backdash out of there, and she caught that shit quick.
Now check this out. If I cover up the bottom, that's the end of the sound. That's why you need dual speakers, because if you're holding a phone like this, say I'm holding it, I'm muffling out some of the sound. You see even my finger right here? You outside, you're not going to just hold your phone like this. You might hold it like this because you want to swipe. You can lose some of that sound. But as far as the display, it is beautiful. And it's edge to edge.
Oh my God, this is banana.
All right, so I'm definitely feeling the display. Let me not unsubscribe to my dude. I'm definitely feeling the display and the speakers. Let's take it over to some music real quick. Let's see how the let's take it over to Bike Life. Why not? Let's see how the Bike Life sounds on this. Let's get maximum volume. All right, here we go. Viewing angle's not bad. I probably got this on max brightness. That's how I roll. Here it is. Listen for yourself. Now the speaker sounds good. It doesn't sound like a tiny speaker. It has a little bit of bass to it and all that, but it's just not dual speakers. All right, that's the only thing. No dual speakers. Latest and greatest processor that Honor uses, the high silicon. What is it? The 980 current. No lag. That's one thing I will give them. No lag. And this phone, fresh out of the box, the level of bloatware on this phone is unbelievable. Look at this. The level of bloat on this phone is amazing. Now to have all of this bloat, you could delete some of this stuff, but to have all this bloat and still no lag, that's impressive. All right, that's very impressive. Now if you buy this from Amazon, it's not going to come with the Google Play Store. Download it for yourself. Takes about a minute. Let's take it over to the settings real quick, and then I'll show you the camera, and then I'll show you my favorite feature of this phone, the thought protection. All right, so you got gestures. Now, if you want to, you can use the same swipe up and down gestures like you use on your iPhone. All right, so say I open up YouTube, I can swipe up, or I can swipe up, and then let's open up Instagram. Always get nervous when you're opening up the gram. Swipe up. I forgot how to do it, but basically you got your gestures. Look, me personally, I'm not using gestures on an Android phone. I'm just not going to do it. I prefer to have the 3 buttons on the bottom. All right, but anyway, let's go through. We'll get rid of that. Pay, Skytone, whatever. All right, so let's start from the top. You can search any app, search any setting that you want. Got do not disturb. Find my device. Cancel all that. Let's go to wireless networks. You do have NFC. Hold up, I'm on the wrong one. Hold on, let me switch this out. All right, my bad. I hate using gestures on Android phones. I refuse to learn them. Now, I like using them on iPhones, but on Android phones, I like it old school. But here's your gesture, just in case you want to see. You got back, so you just swipe to go back. When you want to go home, just swipe up. Recent tasks, swipe from the bottom, very Apple-esque. And you got your high voice or high vision, swipe from the bottom. Now, me, I like 3-key navigation. If you want, you can put your back button on the right or the left, and you can add a drop-down menu. Now, I like to have my recently used apps on the right. And if you want to, you can get rid of the notification dock altogether. All right, so let's start from the top. Wireless networks, anything we need to see, everything looks standard. Now, this is a dual SIM slot phone. Slots. Let's go to device connectivity. All right, so you got Bluetooth, you got NFC, you got Huawei Beam, and you got Huawei Share. So if you got a printer and you want to wirelessly print some documents, use your Huawei Share. And you also got easy projection. Let's go to home screen and wallpaper. Now, you got your magazine unlock themes and wallpapers. If you want, you can have an app drawer, or you can just have endless rotation. Again, I'm old school. I need an app drawer. All right, got always on display. Lock screen signature. Let's just add something real quick. Why not? Lock screen signature on deck. Let's take it over to display. Okay, now here's max brightness. Pretty bright. Let's do a little brightness comparison. Let's grab a Mate 20 Pro, which is right now one of the brightest phones out. Let me just open this up. We'll put it on max brightness, and we'll see how it looks. All right, so here's max brightness on the Mate 20 Pro. Here's max brightness on the Magic 2. You see what I'm saying? This is the difference between Quad HD and Full HD. This one is just a little bit brighter. Now, me, I like super bright phones. This one gets pretty bright, though. I'm not going to complain about that. You got your auto adjust. You got your different color modes. All right, so there's normal. Normal is very yellow. You put it on vivid. It's kind of cool. You got default, warm and cool. Now, let's see. Let's get a little icier. I like it nice and icy. Leave it like that. Why not? You got you got your text size, screen resolution. You can put it on smart if you want to save battery, so it's automatically switch between HD and Full HD. But you just spend $800. Leave the shit on Full HD. Why not? Get your maximum enjoyment. Let's go to sounds. All right, here's the maximum ringtone. Okay, a fresh anime movie on deck. It is loud, though. All right, it is loud. Like I said, it's dual SIM, so you can change the sound for each one. Now, you could turn the sound on and off for this slide. I like to leave it on. Why not? Now, this is another thing. I could have put it in my do not like list. The slide feature, they should have had a little lock somewhere where you can hit the switch and keep it from sliding. Because you're going to notice, you're going to accidentally keep sliding this phone a lot of times, especially when you're taking selfies. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see notifications. Y'all already know what that is. Add your badges. You got twin apps. Let's go to battery. Now, one thing I got to admit, the fast charge on this is ridiculous. When I took it out the box, I think maybe it was at 30%. I'm putting all my information in. I got it down to around 25%. I plugged it in using the charger that it came with. I plugged it in. I got dressed. I fed white shoes. I said, you know what? Let me run to the grocery store. When I came back, only a matter of minutes went by. The phone was on 57%. That's impressive. So again, this is the shit shower and shave phone. Right now, 46%, 13 hours, 52 minutes remaining. I can put it on performance mode. All right, let's of course, you got to leave these on performance mode. I got to enjoy this. Power saving mode, 19 hours. Ultra power saving mode, 88 hours. Now, this is not my first Honor phone. Their battery management is A1. Let's see, you got battery percentage. Let's leave it next to the icon. Why not? More battery settings, power intensive app history. You can monitor all that stuff for yourself if you want. Let's go to storage. Okay, now, look how much space I got on this, 128 gigs. I haven't downloaded that much stuff, but you can clean it up if you want. Digital balance. Now, this is a new thing that a lot of phones are using. You can monitor your screen time. You can set app limits. You can put a bedtime. This way, if say you put your bedtime at 11 and you know you're one of those people you can't put the phone down and go to sleep, set your bedtime for 11. At 11 o'clock, the phone will automatically grayscale and let you know, get off Instagram, take your ass to sleep. Let's see, we got security and privacy. Okay, you got SOS, Find My Phone. There's an update. Fingerprint ID, face unlock, screen password, trusted space. All right, trusted space. You can use that if you want. But the best feature is right here. Private space, a.k.a. thought protection. I'll show you that in a second. Let's go to smart assistants. All right, so you got your one-handed UI. Shrink the screen if you want. Shifting keyboards. Motion controls. Let's see, you got flip to mute. I like to leave that on. Why not? Mute incoming calls and timers. So right now, if my phone is on the table and I get a phone call, just flip it and it'll mute. Pick up to answer. All right, so your phone is on the table, starts ringing. Pick it up, it'll decrease the ringtone. You're already looking at it. You don't need to have it blazing. You can reduce the alarm. Same thing. Your alarm goes off, pick it up. It'll reduce the sound. And wake device. Now, I need that also. So this way, your phone is on the table. As soon as you pick it up, it'll automatically wake your device. This way, if you don't like using always on displays, you don't want to kill your battery, wake device. Let's see, you got to raise the ear. Say you're getting a phone call, raise it to your ear, automatically open. 3-finger screenshot. That's always good. There's your screenshot. You see what I said just now? You see how like the slider mechanism? Believe me, you're going to keep accidentally doing that, and it's going to get on your nerves. They need to have a little lock where just keep it locked into place. It would have been nice, like a little, like how OnePlus has that switch on the side, a little switch right here that locks it into place. Whatever. Let's see, you got your knuckle gestures. Let's see, double tap for the screenshot. That's always on deck. You could draw letters, draw the letter C, do your cutout. When the screen is off, draw a circle, activate the flashlight. Y'all seen that 1,000 times. And you can also use that for split screen multitasking. Let's see, what letters do we have? Matter of fact, yeah, let's see, browser, E. All right, so draw the E, open up the browser immediately. Where was we? All right, I know. Let's go back to settings. That was smart assistants. Let's see, that was motion controls. You know, the knuckle gestures. Let's see, split screen, is that on? That I have to, let's go to YouTube. Hit the knuckle gesture, and let's take it over to, what's anything safe to open? Take it over to settings. Now we're on settings, watching YouTube at the same damn time. All right, or I could exit out of that, keep it moving. Got your picture in picture. Exit out. All right, let's see. Was there anything else before we take it over to the... all right, split screen, that was pretty much it. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much it with that. Users and accounts, Google system updates. Now, of course, this is running Android 9. We don't got to see the Pi symbol. You know what it is. Now, matter of fact, let's look at the camera first, and then we'll take it over to the thought protection. All right, camera. The camera on this is okay. I'm a little bit disappointed with the camera because most of the time, Huawei phones and Honor phones, the camera is crisp. The camera on this is the perfect example of why sometimes 3 cameras, 6 cameras and all that, why that's kind of overkill. Look at the Google Pixel 3 XL. 1 camera in the back that completely destroys every camera on this phone. This phone got 6 cameras and it can't compete with 1 camera on the Pixel. Now, that's not saying that I don't like innovation. I like having the 3 cameras on the front. I mean, it's kind of gimmicky. But if you're going to have all that stuff, it should be working flawlessly. And it doesn't. Let's go to, matter of fact, let's go right to the regular settings. All right, let me let y'all see everything that's on deck. All right, so you got your aperture mode. That's your bokeh effect. You got portrait mode. Only works with faces. You got regular photos, artificial intelligence. Now, I don't have to demo that. You already know. If it's a picture of a cat, a little cat symbol is going to show up. If it's a picture of a dog, a little dog symbol will show up. You see right now, I don't even know what that symbol is. I forgot how many. They say they got about 200, maybe more than that. But when I was in the supermarket, different foods was popping up. I did a few shots of white shoes. The shoes popped up. Pretty dope. You got video, 4K, you could the max. You got your AR lens. All right, so you can add your little AR figures. And this one actually works pretty good. I'll show y'all a demo that I did. Hi there. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. And of course, one of the best things about Huawei phones and Honor phones, all of the different modes. You got pro mode, slow motion, night, panoramic, monochrome. Now the monochrome camera on this is probably one of the best features if you're into that kind of stuff. Light painting, HDR. You got time-lapse filter, 3D panoramic, watermark, documents, artist mode. You download more if you want. Let's see if anything's on deck immediately when we check it out. All right, you got good food. Add that to the list. All right, so now let's take it over to some test shots. Now, let me start from the beginning. I'm going to start from the beginning. I took this outside. I went shopping. I'll let y'all see what a night a night in my world looks like. Okay, first things first, here's the white shoes. Now, look, normally when I take a phone out the box and I take a picture of white shoes sitting this close to me, it doesn't really matter. It always looks great. This one doesn't even look that great. You see, it's not the best. Look at the picture for yourself. Normally, go to watch any of my other videos. When white shoes sitting this close to me and I take a picture, it's very sharp. She's a lot more brown than this. It's just kind of dull. It's kind of dull. Same thing with this one. Same thing with this one. Now, I got one I'll show you. You see right there, this one looks a little bit better. You see she's a lot more brown right there. This one's a little bit more sharp. This one right here. Now, this one is actually really sharp. It came out pretty good. But again, the color tone is just a little bit off, and that's with AI on. Usually when you activate AI, it oversaturates it, but in a good way. This one didn't really do anything to it. It sharpened it out a little bit, but again, not really blown away. For having 6 cameras on the phone, I'm not blown away. All right, look, now this is outside. All right, this is a regular shot. That's not bad for a nighttime shot. Then I put it on night mode. And if you look at the back of the car, you see it got a little bit brighter. Look at the sky. Got a little bit brighter with night mode. But compared to the Google Pixel night mode, this is trash. It's not bad though. It's really not. I'll show you right now. Check. This is inside the car. All right, sitting in the dark. Now watch night mode. You notice it looks like I turned my headlights on. You can see a lot more blue with the lights. Hold up. You see right now, you can't really see any blue in the same exact position. Looks like my headlights might be even off right now. Just brightened everything up. So the night mode does work. All right, it does work. Again, here's a regular shot. Parked outside the grocery store. And then there's the night mode. The picture just doesn't look the best. It just really doesn't. Now check this out. Here's my normal test that I do. I walk around. I'm holding the phone as steady as I can. I'm not flapping around all over the place. I'm holding it just like this, walking around steady. This is 1080 right here. 1080p. Now this is actually not bad. There's no image stabilization. And you can see for yourself, I'm trying my hardest to keep this stable. All right, so if I was actually making a video, it is watchable. All right, it is watchable. But now you compare this to an iPhone, you're gonna notice the difference. All right, let's exit out of that. Now here's another video. This time I was in 4K, 30 frames per second. Okay, there's all my favorite cereals on deck. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but you see for yourself, it's just not the smoothest. You see like that herky-jerk action when you're spinning around. You see the frames drop a little. Not the best, not the worst. Not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. All right, let's exit out of that. Let's see. Now here's the portrait mode, actually aperture mode. If you notice, the background is kind of blurred out. Baking a cake this week, so we got some chocolate fudge on deck. Here's another one. You see the background is super blurry. You can adjust the aperture if you want. So that one actually looks good. Had to get Xerxes some food. All right, you see, this is a nice portrait mode right here. Aperture mode, because portrait mode only works with faces. So now when you see the bokeh effect, it's aperture mode, fancy feast. That one came out pretty good, pretty good. Always take 2 just to be safe. And fatness right here. This is just regular indoor perfect lighting. Now you're in the supermarket, you're gonna have perfect lighting. All right, this is what I'm making for dinner. I'm keeping it healthy tonight. Got some ground turkey meat. All right, I was just looking. I just window shopping. Now here's the AR camera. You see, you got a little anime figure right there. This dude right here. You shall not pass. You know what I'm saying? That's real nice. Now check this out. The monochrome pictures on this look amazing. This is a monochrome portrait mode. Beautiful. This one looks the best so far. This is just a regular monochrome shot. Some Kraft macaroni and cheese, straight hood shit right there. This is a panoramic shot. Actually looks nice. All right, one take right there. This is me right here holding, check this out. Spicy ramen noodles, you know what I'm saying? That's a front portrait mode. Not bad. My skin kind of looks extra smooth and flawless. I know, I'm just kidding. Here's a cup of noodles, spicy chili flavor. You know what I'm saying? I had to get that. All right, this is me debating whether I should try to stay healthy tonight or should I go get some fatness. And of course, I lost that debate. Had to get some tacos. Look at the pictures though. Picture quality looks nice. Now this right here, this was the person in front of me. Some fat person in front of me buying tacos, potato chips, all this Kool-Aid and shit. Some fat ass in front of me. Whatever. This is outside. Now check this out. Look, the top of this ornament is red. This is a regular shot. Then I put it in night mode. You can actually see a little bit more of the red now. Look closely. You can't see any red. Now you can actually see a little color tone on that. So the night shots is not bad. And that's pretty much it with all the pictures. Again, for 800 bucks, I'm disappointed with the camera. Now, if I would have spent 630, I wouldn't be making a big deal because this camera would be just as good as a OnePlus 6T. Maybe the OnePlus 6T and our regular shots might be better, but this camera has way more features and it will definitely be a lot more fun than the OnePlus 6T camera. Now, that brings me to my favorite feature, dot protection, and let me show you how that works. Okay, I'm gonna do my usual demo. All right, so I'm gonna open up the phone using my thumb. You see I got the world spinning in the background. That's my wallpaper. Take it over to Facebook. That's me. There's my Facebook right there. Okay, let's exit out of that. Let's take it over to the gram. Okay. There's the gram on deck. That's my Instagram. You see for yourself. Exit out of that. And let's go to photos. Here's all my recently shot photos. Exit out of that. Now, I'm going to open the phone using my first finger instead. All right. Watch this. You see the transition? Now my phone is in thought protection mode. Here's my Instagram. No Instagram logged in. You see now I don't even have the 3 buttons on the bottom. It's in gesture mode. Take it over to Facebook. No Facebook account logged in. Got a little Tinder account for the late night scumbag activities. And we got a next video on deck. I'm not going to press that button, but y'all already know what that is. Let's go over to photos. Let's see my recently shot photos. Check this out. Now, now this is just for demo, but if I had some thought photos on deck, you know what I'm saying? I'm out having a good time. One of my thoughts. Got all the photos on deck. Swipe up. Now, got to take it back home. Go back to being a gentleman. Let's open up the phone using my thumb again. Watch the transition. All right, hold up. Did I use the thumb? Oh, I might have looked at my face. Oh, no. That was supposed to change. All right, there it is. All right, there it is. Now it changed up. Take it back over to Facebook. There's my Facebook again. There's my Instagram again. Let's go to photos. No thought photos on deck. Thought protection. Again, it should be on every phone. A lot of phones have secure folders and hidden apps and all of that. But why go through all of that when you could just press one button or one motion? There it is. Now let's take it back over to my scumbag photos because y'all need to see this again. All right, there it is. Swipe up. Now let's try this again. Hit the thumb. transition. When it comes to the thought transition, I would say Xiaomi makes the best. All right, Xiaomi is the new king of thought protection transitions, but Huawei is second behind them. All right, there it is. All right, now I'm back home. See, look, see what I'm saying? That fingerprint sensor, it's a little bit on the annoying side. Anyway, overall, I'll let y'all see this back one more time. Oh, matter of fact, one more thing I wanted to talk about. This slide feature. It's just not doing it for me. And you know why? A lot of y'all young cats, y'all might like this. This might feel different for y'all. Like, okay, yeah, look at me. I'm mad cool. James Bond got the slide phone and all that. But me, I'm from the era where slide phones was every day. Everybody had a slide phone. Everybody had the T-Mobile sidekicks. Everybody had those Samsung, the Epic, what was it, the Epic Moments. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. I had all them slide phones. This was cool. But everybody knows the one problem that you're gonna get with these slide phones is after a while, when it starts getting loose. Remember anybody that had a T-Mobile sidekick? Remember after a while how that mechanism felt when it was all floppy and flimsy? And not to mention, for me, this just kind of feels old school. Like, all right, hold up, let me get my phone out. That just feels old school to me. That there's nothing badass about that. There's nothing boss feeling about that. I don't like that. Now, perfect contrast, this is badass. You see a slide like that? Now I'm not touching it. This is modern. That's a nice little slide feature right there. Do it from the back. You see that? This is what I'm talking about now. Anytime, now even to this day, anytime I use, you see I got this on T-Mobile, I'm actually using this. Every time I use this phone, let me open it up, I'll do it for real. Let me do my face unlock. Every time I use this phone, I just feel badass because I hear that sound. It just feels modern. I like that. This shit right here, nah, bro. Nah, man. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to Honor. Y'all know I rock with y'all heavy, but this one ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. After a while, after a couple of days of using this, I automatically know I'm gonna be tired of this shit, especially since you can't lock it. If you could lock it and get it to stop moving, then that's cool. But even when I was trying to take some selfies, just playing around with it, I kept accidentally doing this. Even in my pocket, I can hear it making that sound. Now, it is kind of cool the way the face unlock works. I give him that. I give him that. But, I don't know. I'm just not really feeling that slide unlock in this day and age. Now, if this would have came out maybe 8 years ago, okay, cool. Anyway, Honor Magic Tool, like I said, for 630 bucks, it's a go. For 1 cent more than that, pass on this and get yourself something else dope. You can even get this right here, and you'll be down with the real James Bond status for the same price. All right, same price on this one. Let me get a wipe down so y'all can see the dramatics. Look at this one. This is just as dope. All right, same thing, international style. I'll do this right from behind the camera. You can't really see my face from back. Matter of fact, I think I did too many attempts. Let's try that again. All right, let me try to look at it. This, don't trust me. It's trolling right now because I'm doing a video. All right, there it goes. I'll do it like this. It's trolling because I'm doing a video, but this works 100% of the time. And I like the fact that when you press the button, you slide your finger up and it goes up with your finger. And when you do the camera on this one, it actually opens just as fast. And this camera is killing this camera. Now, I hate turning this into an Oppo video, but again, you about to drop 800 bucks. You know what I'm saying? You're getting ready to spend even 700. Get the Oppo fine. Pass on this one. Now, if you can get this for 600 bucks, go for it. Anyway, Honor Magic 2. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. And on the side note, anybody want to buy this from me right now, I give it to you for $650. All right, I'll take a loss of $150. I give it to you for $650. Only been used today. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I'll see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock, one to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.